I would like to tell you guys a story of how I got chased by wolves here in southern Utah while I was doing some photography, and I happened to get these shots of them. To tell the story from the beginning, what happened was I got a new Sony lens and I was so excited to try this new Sony lens out. So I came up here, up the canyon per usual. I'm here in southern Utah, this is Cedar Canyon. And I took my dog with me so I could practice getting wildlife shots or whatever. Well, did I know I was about to get some of the coolest wildlife shots of my life. We hiked up here to where we are now, which is Kids Pond. I was just taking some shots of her in the snow. I was not prepared for this. I didn't tell anybody I was coming up here. I was wearing sandals and there was like 2 feet of snow. We're alone, there's nobody else out here, and I start taking pictures of Sydney. And I look up and there's these 2 massive dogs on the other side of the pond that come running through the forest. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. Just bring back memories of being chased. Looked up, I saw the dogs coming through the woods. I said, and just being completely adrenaline filled, I just sprinted. So we ran about 200 yards through the snow. I was thinking, nobody knows I'm up here. I'm in my sandals and I'm about to get eaten by wolves. We sprinted here and my car was parked on the other side of this. And we get to my car. Well, luckily, right when I get to the car, I look back, Sydney's just right behind me. But then the dogs, or the wolves, are just a little bit further behind us. So I hurry and get sit in the car, close the door, and the dogs come running up to the car, and they're like jumping on the hood, they're jumping on the window, sniffing around the car. And once you're in the car, I was like, oh my goodness, I survived. Now this is the coolest thing in the world. I have my camera, so might as well get some really cool shots while I'm at it. So if you look at these pictures, there's a couple things I want to point out. One of them definitely looks like a wolf, has a lot of that wolf blood in it. One looks more like a husky. I had a wolf specialist reach out to me over Instagram and say, yeah, those were definitely hybrids. Good thing you ran. They can be mean sometimes. So I feel super fortunate to have been okay and just to run and been able to run to the car in time. So these were wolf hybrids. That said, because I was thinking, dang, there are not supposed to be wolves in southern Utah, or let alone just wolves in Utah. So what I'm thinking is they were somebody's wolves or wolf dogs that they had, and either they got abandoned or they escaped or something along those lines. So I came up here the next day up to Cedar Canyon. I spent about 5 hours looking around and couldn't find a single thing. I was like hiking all throughout the woods, got in my car, ready to drive home. Lo and behold, there they were on the road, and they were just walking up the road. So I got some more photos of them. I would jump out of my car, take pictures, and they'd start coming up to me, and I'd hurry get in my car and close the door before they actually got to me. So since then, I'm pretty sure the sheriff's department got on top of this. I think they might have ended up finding them. I don't really know what happened, but they were really cool looking dogs, or wolves, or whatever you want to call them. And I was glad I was able to get some photos of them. So that was fun. That was quite the adventure. I'm driving back to town now. Moral of the story is something I learned is, number one, you know, obviously let people know when you're going up the canyon, because that would have sucked if I wasn't able to get away from them and actually got attacked. That wouldn't have been good. Even if it wasn't wolves, you know, just wild dogs in general, you just never know. Another thing, always bring your camera. If you have a camera, it's always worth it. Glad I did, because then I wouldn't be able to get these shots. Now, I don't do wildlife photography, but I'd like to get more into it. I've always tried to get more into it. I have a goal. I have this big goal of trying to find a fox, and I want to take a picture of a fox so bad. Here in the next little bit, one of our future videos, we're going to do some fox scouting. We're just going to be up the canyon, staying in this for a bit and just looking for a fox, see if we can get a shot of a fox, because that would be extremely cool. Dang, it's pretty out here. Love Cedar Canyon.